Hello students, welcome to my live teaching learning session of BECE 144 Financial Economics. Today we will do first block, Unit 1, Financial Instruments, Markets and Institutions. In this topic, we will discuss about what is the meaning of finance, what are financial instruments, what is the meaning of financial markets, and what are various financial institutions. In this unit, we will discuss about concept and features of financial institutions, types of financial institutions, importance of financial institutions, an overview of Indian financial system and regulation of financial institutions. It means how financial institutions can be regulated so that they can work smoothly. And last is conclusion. So this topic is very important, financial instruments. You know that finance play very important role in economy. Without finance, economic activities can't be run smoothly. So how we can manage finance and what are the various financial instruments through which we can manage economy's finance, and what are the various financial markets, and what are the various financial institutions. So in today's session, we will discuss about all these things. Let us start from first topic, introduction. First is finance, because we are doing here financial economics. So to understand this financial economics, you must have to know about what is the meaning of finance. Because not knowing the meaning of finance, you can't explain financial market, financial instruments, financial institutions, etc. So what is the meaning of finance? Finance is the system or study of creating, circulating and managing money. Money is very important and money is very necessary in each and every economic activity like production, consumption, distribution, exchange, public finance, etc. So finance is very important thing, and the system or study which create, circulate and explain the methods of managing money, that is called finance. Next is meaning of finance. We can define the definition of finance in other words also. Finance is often defined simply as the management of money or funds. So what is the meaning of finance? Finance is generally the system or method in which we study about how we can create money, how we can generate money, and how we can manage or control money. There are so many types of finance. First of all, there are mainly two types of finance. One is public finance and second is private finance. In public finance, we include government institutions, state government. You know that Indian economy has federal government. Federal government is that government in which central government, state government and local government all are included. So Indian government is federal government. So in government institutions, we include state government institutions, local self-government institutions and central government institutions of finance. And in private finance, there are so many private financial corporation sectors are doing the business of finance, like personal finance, business finance, finance of non-profit organization, or some NGOs are also included in private finance. So these are the types of finance: public finance and private finance. And finance meaning is to manage the money, and it's a study or it's a method through which we can know about how to manage the money or finance. That is called finance. Next is features of finance. Features of finance is also known as characteristics of finance. First of all, the first main feature is investment opportunities. Finance has first main basic feature because it provides investment opportunities. Without finance, we can't invest money in our business. And if anyone interested to invest their money in business enterprises, and if anyone interested to start their own business, then finance provide investment opportunities. Second is finance. Second main feature is it provide profitable opportunities because you can increase the money with the help of existing money. So finance also provide profitable opportunities. Third is optimal mix of funds. With the help of finance and with understanding of all the concepts of financial market, financial institutions, financial instruments, we can optimally use our funds or our money. So if we want to optimize, we want to use optimally the main funds which we have, then we have to know about the meaning of finance. Because with the help of this financial facility or finance, we can optimally use all the available funds. Next is, it provides system of internal controls. Because over finance and under finance both are create problems. So finance should be optimum or efficiently we should use in our business. So if we have over finance, then we have to control it. If we have under finance, then we have to manage it. So it provides the system of internal controls. And next, fifth feature is future decision making. With the help of finance, we can decide for future. If we want to take any decision regarding future, then finance also provide us facility for taking decisions regarding future. So these are the main features of finance. First feature is it provide investment opportunities. Second is it provide profitable opportunities so that any businessman or any organization can increase their profit with the help of this finance. And it also provide optimum use of all the available funds because we should always use optimally all the available funds or finance. Next is it's a system of internal control. Finance is a system which provide the method of controlling the finance because over financing and under financing both are the problem of business organization. So if we want to manage our finance and if we want to use efficiently all the available funds, then we have to use this system of internal control. And last point is future decision making. Finance provide the main facility of any entrepreneur or business organization for taking decisions about future so that business can run smoothly. So these are the features of finance. Next is functions of finance. Finance play very important role in economy, and finance plays so many functions, so many important role in the economy. These are the main important points of functions of finance. First point is financial activity. First of all, the main function of finance is financial activity. All the financial activities are done by finance. Like production, at present, without finance, we can't do anything. You know that without money, without finance, we can't do anything. So, if we want to produce any type of goods and services, we need money. If we want to consume goods and services, then we must need money or finance. If we want to distribute the income of the factors of production, then like factors of productions are four, like land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, and all the factors of production. After giving their services in the production of goods and services, they when they rendered their services, they gets reward in form of wages, interest, profit, and rent. So financial activities are very broad or very large. So all the financial activities can be run smoothly with the help of finance. It's the first function of finance. Second is raising the finance. The main function of finance is raising the finance, because if finance remains constant or limited, we can't generate it, then how we can satisfy our basic requirements, our basic needs, how we can run our economic activities smoothly. So we must have to know about how we can raise the finance. If we need more finance, then how we can get more finance. If we need less finance, then how we can reduce it. So if we want to increase the level of finance or decrease the level of finance, then we must know about this function of finance, like raising the finance. Any business entrepreneur should have the knowledge of finance, because without this they can't raise the finance or raise the funds. How they can raise? They can issue some shares, bonds, mutual funds, so that they can collect money for their business activities. So functions of finance, the second main function is raising the finance. It also provides the system through which any company, any business enterprises, or any organization can raise the finance according to the need of the business enterprises. Third is investing the finance. Just only not raising the finance is the main function. The raising the finance is the part of this investment the finance, because when we raise the funds, then we should invest that money in business enterprises also, because investing the finance generate the money income, and if we invest the finance in business enterprises, then multiply in a multiple way, it increase the level of income. In investment multiplier, you have studied about this thing, how investment increase the level of income. If we invest money in our business enterprises, then in future, definitely we will earn more and more money. So investment multiplier tells us the ratio of change in investment and change in income. How much change in income will get after increasing the level of investment. So finance should be invest in business enterprises. Next is objective oriented. The main function of finance is objective. It should be objective oriented. It means it should be fulfill our basic purpose, basic need or basic requirement. So what are our basic objective? Finance should be objective oriented. Next is types of finance. The main function of finance is it will tell us what are the various types of finance from which we can get finance. There are so many banking institutions, non-banking institutions, organized institutions, non-organized or unorganized sectors which provide finance. So types of finance tells us various types of finance from which we can get the finance. Next is relationship with other departments. Its main function is to tell us about the relationship with other departments and other institutions. Its main function is dynamic in nature. You know that in each and every economy, everything is in dynamic nature. Nothing is static in this world. In this world, everything is changing. And change is the main principle of economy. So, finance tells us that economy and each and every activity is dynamic, nothing is static. So, how we can change the requirement of finance, how we can manage according to the changing environment, changing conditions, changing situations of the economy. So, it's a dynamic in nature. Next is requires proper planning and control. Finance require proper planning because without planning, if we think about raising the funds, then how we can raise the funds of the business organization. So it requires proper planning. Without planning, we can't arrange and we can't manage finance. So it financial activities should be done with proper planning and controlling also. If there is a over finance, then it should control, because over finance and under finance for any business enterprises, it's a create a difficult situation. So it requires proper planning and controlling. These are the main functions of management. Next is managing finance is an art and science. Function of finance in this ninth point is very important. Managing finance. Finance, how we can manage the finance, it's an art or science, both. Because without getting knowledge of managing the finance, you can't manage properly, and without knowing the system and the systematic way of finance, you can't manage the financial activities. So it's a both, it's an art and science both. Next is legal requirements. You know that if you want to get finance from banking institutions, then you must have to fulfill some legal requirements or legal formalities you must have to fulfill. So, the main function of finance is to provide some legal requirements, tells us about these, what type of legal requirements are necessary for getting finance, for raising the funds, for investing the finance in business enterprises. And last main function is important part of business management. Finance is very important part of business management because We know that business enterprises can't run smoothly without finance, proper finance, without proper planned mm, financial facilities. So it's play very important role in business management. So these are the main functions of finance. Next is, what is a financial institutions? Financial institutions are those institutions which provide financial facilities. In financial institutions, we include like banking institutions. Our banking institutions are in corporate sectors that provide services as intermediaries of financial markets. Broadly speaking, there are three major types of financial institutions. Number one is depository institutions. Depository institutions take deposits from the public. It takes deposit from institutions, from public, and from others that accept and manage deposits and make loans, including bank, building societies, credit union, trust companies, and mortgage loan companies. So, in depository institutions, we include all these banks, building societies, credit union, trust companies, and mortgage loan companies are those companies which provide loans and advance facilities by taking some pledge or mortgage amount. It takes some mortgage uh, for securities purpose and then provide loan. Next is contractual institutions. Contractual institutions are those companies and pension funds, investment institutions, investment banks, underwriters, brokerage firms, all are included in contractual institutions. In contractual institutions, we generally include insurance companies. You know that at present, insurance companies are doing more business activities in each and every economy. Insurance companies provide uh, facility for those person who are risk averter, who don't want to take risk, who don't want to bear risk. Insurance company do this thing, and insurance company avert the risk of the human beings. So insurance company and pension funds, you know that government employees get pension, and the pension fund is also the main source of finance, and it also increase the money level, and how banking institution can use this pension fund for in providing more investment opportunities to the companies. So insurance companies, pension fund, investment institutions, investment bank, underwriters, and brokerage firms are also play very important role as a financial institution. These known as contractual institution. Next is financial institutions are generally two. One is commercial bank and next is investment bank. There are so many categories of financial institutions like commercial banks, insurance companies under a single umbrella, insurance companies, management, investment companies, saving and loans, credit union, investment banks, brokerages, investment companies, non-banking financial institutions, and shadow banks. These all are included in financial institution. In simple words, we can say that all these institutions like commercial bank, insurance company, management, investment companies, saving and loans, credit union, investment banks, brokerage, investment companies, non-bank financial institutions, shadow bank, all are under a single umbrella. These are included in financial institutions. Next is Why are financial institutions important? What is the main important role of financial institution in the economy? Why we need these financial institutions? You know that finance is very important for any economic activities, because without finance, economic activities and economy can't run. Because financial institution, why it these are important? These are important because they help us save for the future. Second thing is they hold and transfer money for individual and businesses. Third is they handle credit and loan transactions. Next is they provide mortgage and consumer loans. Financial institutions play very important role in economy and all human beings, because they save they save our future. They transfer money for individuals and businesses. They handle credit and loan transactions, and they provide mortgage and consumers loan. Most financial institutions now offer online banking services where transactions can be made from an off-site computer. So these are the main importance of financial institutions. Financial institutions really play very important role in economy. Next is functions and purpose of financial institution. What is the basic purpose, objective, or main goal of financial institution? You know that we have studied about functions of finance. Here we will discuss about functions and purposes of financial institutions. Financial institutions serve as an intermediary between those who have savings and those who have productive need for capital. In economy, household generally save their money in financial institutions, and businessmen or entrepreneurs and companies who produces goods and services, they need more and more capital for their businesses. So financial institutions are just like a middleman or intermediary between those who have savings and those who have productive need for capital. Direct funds to those who have the highest potential for productivity. Contributes to economic growth. The main purpose of financial institutions are to provide financial facilities to those business enterprises who have greater potential for productivity and to contribute in economic growth. And it improves the standard of living, because without finance, person can't increase their standard of living. No one can increase their standard of living. So financial institutions provide finance to those persons who don't have money and those companies who need money for their business enterprises. So this is the main function and purpose of financial institution. The main purpose is that it play middleman role or intermediary role in between of household and business enterprises. Household generally contribute in saving near about 80%. 80% savings come from household sector, and 12% saving comes from corporate sector or firm sector, and near about 8% savings come from government sector. The least contribution in saving comes from government sector, and the most of the savings come from household sector. because household play very important role in savings, and from these savings, financial institutions, businesses can run smoothly because they use this saving to provide loan and advance facilities to the businesses and corporate sectors and other uh, businesses activities so that capital can raise and finance can raise. So it provide direct funds to those who have the highest potential for productivity. It contributes in economic growth and development, and it improves the standard of living of the country people. Next is role of financial institution. There are so many role of financial institutions, so many important roles. Number one is financial institutions play very important role in regulation of monetary supply. You know, money supply is a stock concept, and money is supplied by Reserve Bank of India, which is the apex institution of monetary authority. RBI supplies money at a particular point of time, not daily. RBI issues paper currency, coins, notes, etc., according to the need of the money, according to the demand for money. And financial institutions play very important role because they provide banking services to the country people and insurance services, and they increase investment or they increase capital formation. What is capital formation? Capital formation is known as investment. Capital formation means investment or increase in net capital assets or fixed capital assets like building, machines, equipments, etc. And financial institutions act as a government agent for economic growth. Financial institutions provide finance to the small scale and medium sized enterprises. In India, MSME play very important role in producing goods and services and providing more employment opportunities to the country people. MSME means micro, small, medium enterprises. Micro enterprises are those in which at present investment limit is 20 lakh rupees. Small scale enterprises are those enterprises in which investment limit is 1 crore up to 5 crore. And medium sized enterprises are those enterprises in which investment limit is 5 crore up to 10 crore. And large scale enterprises are those enterprises in which there is no investment limit. Any businessman, according to their potential, invest their money in their business enterprises. So financial institutions provide finance the small and medium scale enterprises. It also provides investment advice, how we can invest our money and how we can generate more money with the help of existing funds and existing money. It also provides pension fund services because government employees get pension after their retirement, and the pension fund is very important and it play very important in their life because when they are not doing any work, these pension fund is provide security in their future life. So, how pension fund can uh, use for raising more money and to secure their future? Next is trust fund services. It also provide trust fund services because we know that banking institution, when we trust on these institution, then we save our money. If we don't have any trust on banking institution and other financial institution, then how we can save our money in those institutions? So these institutions provides us main trust. They work as a trustee and they provide all the deposit funds which we have deposited in banks and other financial institutions. Whenever we required that fund, whenever we demand that fund, these institutions provide us. So these institutions play very important role, just like as a trust fund services. And investment advice, you know that investment advice also provided by these financial institutions. So this is the important role. These all uh, importance of financial institutions. Next is functions of financial institutions. There are so many functions of financial institutions like cash checks. It checks how much cash deposited in these financial institutions. Next is issue credit card. You know that banking institutions issues credit card also to provide facilities like credit card, debit card, Paytm, and other type of facilities it provides. Exchange foreign currency for US money and vice versa. It can exchange your foreign currency in Indian currency. So if you have foreign currency and if you want to convert it in Indian currency, then financial institutions also provide this facility. It can exchange foreign currency for US money and vice versa. Next is it's a safe deposit boxes in which we can deposit our checks and check can be cleared after 1 day or 2 day. So financial institution is just like a safe deposit boxes in which our funds remain safe and secure. And whenever we need our funds, then we can get it. Next, financial institutions also provide e-banking facility, electronic banking facility, in which we don't have to go in banks physically. We can do e-banking anywhere, anytime. And the main functions is financial institutions are just financial intermediaries between savers who save money in banks and investors who invest money in their business enterprises. So, financial intermediary is the middleman or that services which links to the saver and investor. Savers are different person, investors are different person, but how we can manage savings and investors. So financial intermediary or financial institution play this financial intermediary role, and they uh, they collect deposits from the savers and provide loans to the investors so that business activities can run smoothly, and savers who have lots of funds, lots of finance, but if they keep themselves, that money will be called idle. That money will not give them interest and any other extra amount. But if they save money in banks and financial institutions, then they will get more reward for their deposited money. So it play financial intermediary role. So these are the functions of financial institutions. Next is bank. What is the meaning of bank? Bank is a financial institution licensed to receive deposits from the public or household sector and make loans. Banks may also provide financial services such as wealth management, currency exchange, and safe deposit boxes. So bank is a place, bank is a institution, financial institution which is licensed by the RBI to receive deposits and give loans to the business enterprises. Next is definition of financial law. What is financial system? Here we will talk about financial system. You know that we have discussed about what is the meaning of finance, what is the importance of finance, what are the main functions of financial institutions, and what important role played by financial institutions. Next is financial system. What is the meaning of financial system? Financial system is that system which allows the transfer of money from savers and borrowers. Savers are generally lenders, and borrowers are who borrow money from the lenders. So, financial system is a set of complex and closely interconnected financial institutions, markets, instruments, services, practices, and transactions. So, financial system is a system which allow the transfer of money from savers and borrowers. And financial institution, you know that all the financial institution which provide financial facilities to the country people, as this financial institution is an institution that provide financial services for its client or members. Financial services provided by financial institutions is acting as financial intermediaries, and most financial institutions are regulated by the government and by the RBI. Next is financial market. You know that there are so many types of market. One is commodity market. Commodity market is that market where goods and services can sell or purchase. Commodities can sell or purchase. Finance market is that market where finance can sell or purchase. Money market is that market where money can sell or purchase. So we know that there are so many types of market in which financial market is very important market because it deals with finance only. Goods market deals with goods only. Money market deals with money only. Financial market is where financial securities like stocks, shares, and bonds, and commodities like valuable metals are exchanged at efficient market prices. What is the meaning of efficient market prices? Efficient market prices means the unbiased, without any partiality, without any biased price that reflects belief at collective speculation of all investors about the future prospects. The trading of stocks and bonds in the financial market can take directly from buyers between buyers and sellers or by medium of stock exchange. So financial market is that market which play very important role in buying securities and selling securities. It may be domestic financial market may be international financial market. So there are two main types of financial market. One is domestic financial market and other is international financial market. So financial market generally uh, trade the financial securities like stocks and bonds and commodities like valuable metals are exchanged at efficient price or that price which is unbiased. Next is financial services. What type of financial services are provided by these financial institutions or financial market? Financial services can be defined as activities, benefits, and satisfactions connected with the sale of money that offers to users and customers financials related value. So, in this case, financial services are those services which are related with finance. And the main purpose of these financial services are to provide benefits and satisfaction and connected with the sale of money that offers to users and customers and other financial related value. What are the various types of institutions? Financial institutions are various types. First is banking and financial institutions. Next is house building societies. Next is insurance companies. Next is credit card issuer companies. Next is investment, trust and mutual funds. Next is stock exchange. Next is leasing companies. Next is unit trust, UTI, Unit Trust of India. Next is financial companies. There are so many types of financial institutions. Next is features of financial institutions. What are the various features or characteristics of financial institutions? Financial institutions offer financial services to individuals or businesses. They offer the ability to withdraw or deposit their money in financial institutions and obtain credit, as well as offering advice on matters of personal or businesses finance. So financial institutions generally deals with depositors who deposit their money in financial institution and businesses or any other organizations who engaged in productive or manufacturing activities. Next is types of financial institutions. There are mainly two types of financial institution. One is banking institution, other is non-banking institution. In banking institution, it may be organized and it may be unorganized because there are so many banks are running in our economy, like private banks, public sector banks, foreign banks, and other private institutions. So banking institutions are classified into two categories. One is organized sector and other is unorganized sector. Same as non-banking institutions are also classified into two categories. One is organized institutions of non-banking and second is unorganized non-banking institutions. So these are the types of financial institution in which we have classified only these financial institutions in two categories. One is banking, other is non-banking financial institution. And both have same classification like organized and unorganized. Next is financial institutions. In this session, we have discussed about financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments, and financial services. Financial institutions are banking institution and non-banking institution. Financial markets may be organized, may be unorganized. Financial instruments and financial services, which are mainly based on funds and fee basis services. Financial services, some services are fund based services and some services are fee basis services. In banking institution, we include commercial banks, cooperative banks, regional rural banks, foreign banks. Banks, commercial banks may be private sector banks, commercial bank may be public sector banks. And financial markets are generally two types of market. One is capital market, other is money market. Capital market also classified into two categories. One is primary market and other is secondary market. So financial markets are two: capital market and money market. Capital market can also be classified into another two categories. One is primary market and other is secondary market. And financial services. Financial services which are fund-based services like leasing, hire purchase, consumer credit, discounting, factoring, and insurance, etc. And fee-based services are like issue management, merchant banking, rating, credit card, restructuring, stock broking, etc. So this is the whole chart which explain what are the various financial institutions, what is the meaning of financial market and various types of financial markets, and what are the financial services, and what type of services we can classify these financial services into two categories: fund-based services and fee-based services. Next is financial system. Financial system is a set of institutions such as banks, insurance companies, and stock exchanges that permit the exchange for funds. So there are three main concepts. One is financial institutions. Second concept is financial market. And third concept is financial system. In this financial economics, each and every student must have to know about these financial system, financial institutions, and financial market. Because in financial economics, all play very important role. What is the meaning of this financial system? This financial system is a set of institutions in which we include banks, insurance companies, and stock exchange, which provides or give permission for exchanging the funds. Next is Indian financial system. Now we will tell us about this overview of Indian financial system. What is the meaning of this Indian financial system? Here we are discussing about the introduction of this financial system. A financial system play a very important role in the economic growth of a country. Financial system or financial institutions are just play intermediary role between those who have surplus funds like household or savers and those who need them like businessmen or entrepreneurs. It's a complex, well integrated set of subsystems of financial institutions, markets, instruments, and services which facilitates the transfer and allocation of funds efficiently and effectively. Indian financial system is classified into broad categories. It may be formal, it may be informal, it may be organized, it may be unorganized. There are mainly two categories. One is formal, in which we include organized institutions and regulated system by the government. And second is informal financial system, which is known as unorganized financial system. It is more flexible, low transaction cost, minimal default risk, but higher rate of interest. So Indian financial system may be formal and may be informal or organized or unorganized. Next is financial system. In whole financial system, we have four main broad categories. One is financial institution, second is financial markets, third is financial instruments, and fourth is financial services. In financial institutions, we include banking institution, non-banking institution, developmental institutions, regulatory, financial system, and others. In financial market, we include organized, unorganized market, in which capital market and money market included, and capital market has also two subparts. One is primary and other is secondary. Next is financial instruments. Financial instruments like money market, capital market instruments, short term, medium term, and long term. Financial services like banking services, e-banking services, merchant banking services, brokerage, underwriting, consultants, credit rating, discount houses, acceptance houses, market makers. This is the whole financial system in which we include financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments, and financial services. Next is objective of this financial system. What is the main objective or purpose of this financial system? Financial system provides payment system to the country. It gives time value money. It compensates risk taking for desirable action. It ensures regular and adequate supply of funds and to ensure safety on investment. So financial system in each and every economy should be strong so that it can provide systematically payment to the business enterprises or country people, and it can provide us time value money. Whenever we need money, it can provide us money so that we can use that money in our business enterprises and we can increase more and more capital formation. Next is objective of this financial system. We can explain these financial system objective in this way also: to serve as an agent of socio-economic development for various sectors of the economy. It mobilizes the resources and channelizes the same for various economic activities so as to achieve the objective of economic and social upliftment. Access variety of instruments to pool, price, and provide protection to the investors for diverting the scarce resources towards economic development. So financial system play very important role in managing the all financial activities. Next is regulation of financial institution. We should also regulate these financial institutions because regulation of financial system provide us to ensure the safety of deposited funds. Why this regulation of financial system is necessary? Because it ensures the stability of the financial system, to protect depositors and borrowers from the monopoly power of financial institutions, and to increase the efficiency by healthy competition. Financial institutions must be regulated by the government. Next is Indian financial system overview. In Indian financial system, we include financial intermediaries like financial institutions, financial markets, financial instruments, and all these things we have discussed earlier. So, financial intermediaries play very important role or play as a middleman role in between of savers and borrowers. Financial markets are generally capital market and money market, and financial instruments are like direct instruments like primary market in which share, debt, preference shares included, and derivatives, forward, future, and options market also included in financial instruments. So this is the main overview of Indian financial system. Indian financial system play a very important role in collection of savings and distributions for industrial investment. It stimulate capital formation and accelerate the economic growth. And its structure is regulatory bodies, financial intermediaries, financial markets, and financial instruments. All are included in this broader financial system. And it has four phases: private sector, public sector, privatization, globalization. Next is conclusion. Now we can conclude from today's session in which we have discussed about financial institutions, financial markets, financial services, and financial system. All these things we have discussed. Financial institution is very essential part of financial system, and financial institution play very important role in economic development. Indian financial institutions are very strong, but its operation is very poor quality. We Indian make every good plan, but in implication, we are lacking in somewhere. We have full range of financial institutions, but we cannot use in effective manner. So, if we want to use these financial institutions in a very good way, then we must use efficiently all the available financial institutions in a proper manner. Now, this topic is completed. Thank you.